once again. I'm starting with English shit. All right. All right. Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the Mad Hatter Show, podcast 530. I am your host, Queen Alexis, and all of my luxuriousness. Hi. And I'm here tonight with my boy. You know who? You know who? Y'all give it up for Devontae.
What's up, everybody?
See, back with the Rico Suave. See, oh, I should start after you get some more liquor into you.
I'm not against that at all.
At all. But like, look, hit you up and go, you have at least 10 minutes to get sloppy drunk.
I've done it in 5. Not a problem.
Like, I don't need the 10. I don't need the 10 at all. And our girl, Avis Davis, she will be joining us on next week because our girl is out here in these streets killing it with the comedy. So I am super duper excited and proud of her. Get it, girl. Get that bag. Get
So she
it.
out there doing what she's supposed to do, getting out here getting
Yes, yes,
seen.
yes. And we are back. We are back. We are back. I know y'all was asking when y'all coming back. We coming back and everything, but we are back. Finally back, Lord. Look, usually we do these 6 weeks, and baby, child, this one was long. It feel long. Whew. I guess it was me, but it's just me. But it feel long. It feel really long.
I mean, but you
But
had a lot of
yo,
personal stuff going on, so yeah.
it's true. It's true. It's true. Oh man, I am excited. I am, man. Whew. I am super duper excited about this topic on today. We're gonna get some stuff straight out here in these streets. We're gonna talk about this Safety Act. Yeah, because there's always a lot of misinformation on what's going on with this and what it actually means. But we also gonna dive deep into it to see what it actually do. We need to trust it, especially coming from Illinois. Yeah,
That part. Mhm.
yeah, about that. Look, not at all. But what we gonna do here before we do anything? You know how we do. We get a little, get a little information. What's going on out in the world? I got little bit, something going
What
on
you
the
got?
news tip.
What
Just
you got?
ain't nothing. Look, ain't nothing that different. Look, ain't nothing really that deep and everything. It's just, hey. So this is coming up, and this is coming up. Most of it is dealing with this Safety Act and everything that we gonna talk about. But we got. So I'm gonna save that till we talk about it up in the our regular schedule topic. We gonna move on to entertainment.
All right. Well, first
What
up,
you done heard?
last week was a really good week to be Mexican. I wish I was Mexican or had some like Mexicans in the family because they was shutting it down, baby. I'm talking about street, all the
Everywhere.
downtown was murk. They was out there,
Everywhere.
So and I live out west, so all of Melrose Park was shut down. Like it was crazy. So that was dope. You know what I mean? They had their little what's that, Independence or something like that. So that was good. You know,
Man, man.
Snoop Dogg got a whole new cereal.
Okay, first he came out with the drink. And when I say drink, I'm not talking about no juice.
Right. The wine, yeah. Look,
I'm
now
not
he
talking
got a
about no
whole
juice.
cereal called it's called Snoop Loops.
Oh! How very intoxicating of a Snoop Loops.
You feel me? So
Ah!
the first thing cut in my mind is, I mean, do we got to be over 18 to get this cereal, or is this for kids,
Literally,
or how
yes.
does that work? That could go in either
Literally,
direction.
literally. That's what first thing came to my mind was like, should we?
I wouldn't get
Do
no
we
kids
need
none of that shit till you test it. I'm just saying. Make sure you, if you feel too good, 10 minutes after that bowl of cereal, do not feed your children with it.
to be like, I don't know about this.
Man,
I want to say, mm,
you know
like,
that if it's Snoop Dogg, it's guaranteed to get you high, 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 high. But yeah,
mm.
it's called. He got the company's called Brodus Foods, and it's a collaboration with Master P. So I think it's dope. And man, all joking aside, I definitely would love to see little children running around here with Snoop Loops. You
I
feel
got
me?
my
Put some of
Snoop
that,
Loop, niggas.
yeah,
I
put
got
that
my
money in
Snoop
our
Loop.
pockets. But low key, I was all over the rap stacks when they first came out. Like anything black, I was on it. You feel
It's
me?
true. But
So
this is the thing. You gotta understand this is what and we talk about it all the time and everything. We can make our jokes here, but
mhm,
the simple fact that he got it under him, simple fact that Master P got all of his products and everything is under him. Ain't
right,
no, oh, they're partnering with like regular, like with Jay's, with Kellogg or something like that. This
right.
their stuff.
It's all them. And that's what I appreciate.
For them.
So that's one of those things that things like that are like the milestones that we need in terms of how to create our own economy. You feel me? Like having
Mm-hmm.
big companies like that and distribution and warehouses and all of that kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
just that one thing could turn into something where now people work for Brodus Foods and they got a warehouse of truckers and and contracts and all that. So that's what's up. You feel me?
That's what I'm
So,
talking about.
ladies and gentlemen, bottom Snoop Loops. Try them first. Make sure that they ain't for adults. But eat
Rolling
the
down
joint.
the street, look in my bicycle, eat it on my Snoop and Loops.
I know,
There
right?
you go. Yo.
Now look, this is what happened when you do it the wrong way though. A company called JHO IP Holdings tried to trademark an energy drink and they tried to call it Purple Rain.
Ne- well,
Right.
it
Go ahead.
could
You know
have.
what I'm gonna say?
It deals with the spelling. How was it spelled? Like the regular Ray?
It was regular Purple Rain.
Ne-
So Paisley Park and all them people stepped in that like, oh no,
They
you
got in
can't
that
say that.
ass. That's what happened.
You feel me? And they
They got
killed
in
that.
that.
Personally, I feel like if anybody should take the name Purple Rain, it should be Future. That's real life.
Explain.
I mean, he had a whole CD called Purple Rain. You don't know nothing about that. You don't listen to enough trap music. I'm gonna need you to turn on your radio more often.
Now, this is the thing. I'm going. We're gonna continue on and everything. Having an album called Purple Rain versus an iconic song, like
Future iconic. What?
when you hear Purple Rain, you automatically think of Prince.
True, true. But then I also think about Future. That's
Not
true.
as much as you think about Prince.
That's true. That's true.
Stop it.
I mean, he started it. So yeah, you right, you right, you right. But yeah, they lost
I'm
that
just
fight.
saying.
Hmm.
I'm just saying. Let's be honest here. Iconic versus, oh, I'm gonna just name my album Purple Rain.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
That's
Uh,
like somebody naming their whole album Thriller.
I mean, I wouldn't. at this point.
What's
But
the first thing coming out?
well, look, but you know how some people are. They try to capitalize on anything that they already know is popping. So it's like I get where they was coming from, but they should have
The
thought
no,
about that one. They should have
the no,
known better than that. You
no, no,
know,
no, 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 not at all.
right?
Gonna sit down somewhere.
Did you hear about DJ Academic? He got into this whole big argument over the internet with man. He got into it with some of everybody. He basically said that all the old hip hop heads are broke. They look dusty, and yeah, they pretty much pop. He sure did. Yeah. So like Russell Simmons chimed in, L Cool J chimed in, Fat Joe chimed in, like basically everybody like got in his behind. But it ain't
First
nothing
of all,
new.
they looking for his location right now.
Well,
Mm.
so his but they've been said like there's always been a thing where young MCs, especially now, have like kind of been like dry dissing on old school heads. So really, academics ain't nothing but echoing the same thing. We've been hearing.
But this is the thing, you this and the old school heads, but you sampling their music.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but that's
So
yeah.
how? So if they that washed up and old and broke and ain't this and ain't that, why are you sampling their music?
I
Because
mean,
that way you're not making them broke. They're not broke if you're sampling their music. They getting royalties off of your song, just doing a little bit of their song.
yeah. So we should tell them young cats to start finding the old school hip hop heads and start sampling their music more, something like that. But I feel like LL Cool J brought up a great point. He basically said that back in those days they didn't have this the industry that it didn't exist back then. So it's like a lot of them people didn't have no money at the end of their careers because you know it just wasn't monetized like that like it is now. You know what I mean? We
Hmm.
just didn't have the avenues to create the money. They had to build those avenues so that people like DJ Academic could get out here and have a hip hop censored podcast. You know what I mean? So how dare he talk about the pioneers and the forefathers and the foremothers like that? But that's what it is. But no, they got this tail behind it pretty good.
But the thing is, okay, the thing is, in my opinion, is that because the industry wasn't that much monetized like it is now, and that it wasn't that much easily, um, it could be easily spread out. Everybody had to rely on the radio, had to rely on other DJs, local DJs playing their music and everything. Where all we got to do now is a click of a button online and it's shared all across the world. I get that, but because they didn't have that access, internet access and everything, that is what made them secure their longevity.
Right.
As you can see,
Hmm.
it's a lot more one hit wonders now in the
Oh
music
yeah.
industry than
Oh
ever.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. Like now, the money's set up, and the situation's set up where if you have a song that trends, you cash out while you hiding and move around. So yeah, I agree with that 100%.
which which what they don't understand is that money, that's the startup money. That is not long. That's not long. That
Right.
you can run through that
Oh
easily.
yeah. But that's the thing. Like that depends on how you position yourself. But you're right. That's perfect startup money.
That's
Like
it.
if you try to
And a
build
lot of
you
people,
a fucking company or build you a business and you happen to have a song that trends, that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Or if you think you finna meet somebody that's a celebrity and got some money and lock on with them, but either way it's seed money, like you say, yep.
the seed money, you need to learn how to maintain that.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's it. That's all. Yo, hmm. Why we on this and everything? And I'm bring up two things. The stuff going on up in the church, the
Yeah,
church
with dude.
house. We got our very own Bishop Ike Turner. I mean, Bishop Lamore Whitehead. Yeah. For those who don't know who that is, he went viral for his stage robbery.
You think it was
At his,
staged?
how do the robber
Wow.
should I go to exhibit A? Can I bring
Go to
this?
exhibit. Okay, I didn't think it was staged though. I mean, that's if it was staged, that was super smart. I'm not even gonna stunt.
Let me tell you why that was staged. One, have you seen the video?
Yeah, I see the video. They rolled up right up on dude,
Okay.
but he
They
seen him coming. That's
only
why he was laying out.
they only robbed him and his wife. If you
Where the
know about a
money is.
robbery, hmm,
That's where the money is.
but if you know about a robbery, if I'm gonna roll up in there and I'm gonna just rob you and your wife with a room full of other people and not get them,
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that.
two, the camera stayed in place and still streaming. When you knock that mug down,
Okay, see, that is where the destructive nature of black people come in at. No, I'm not gonna think to turn off or knock down a camera. Like what I look like, just like, oh no, this is happening, and then just pushing the camera. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try to get out that jam or whatever. Like I ain't thinking about the camera. Yeah.
okay. Three, there was a guy that was sitting off on in the corner over there, over
Calm
there,
as shit, wasn't he? Yeah, he was
calm
real.
as shit.
Yeah, he was real chill. Okay,
And
that's real.
that was supposed to be his armor bearer.
I feel that.
He was
In
not
that
bearing no arms.
yeah, because he was just
Calm,
chill during that whole situation.
too calm.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Stage. Anyway, he's back in the news mad because he Ike Turner somebody. Yes, he did.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
did. Now,
Mhm.
according to what was going on and what is happening and everything, the lady said that she came there, she was doing research on charismatic preachers.
How
And
ironic is that?
now there's some people that do it.
Mm.
Writing a book, they do it. It's ironic, but there's some people do it, especially now than ever. And she went there just for like content for research. He called her up.
You think? Because
They said she was called up.
they said that it was no agreements made. You feel me? And like she was still trying to catch up with him. You feel me? Like whatever.
No, no. She said it, and other people that was there that said that she was called up to the front. And even in
Mm.
the videos, it was like, yes, get the pictures, get the cameras out. Yeah. That's how he was talking while he was calling her up. And she went into her heavenly tongues, her econdables. She went into her econdables. And while she was in her heavenly tongues, he attacked her. He
Mm.
said that she went and lunged at his wife and children. She was nowhere near them. He
Yeah,
just
I ain't
caught
see
her.
none of that. I ain't see none of that in the video. He
I
just
see
grabbed
look
her
like
by the hair
what?
like all randomly, like, bro, what you on?
Exactly. So talk to
Mm.
the mother like that. And yeah, he got arrested and all of this. Oh,
I mean,
my opinion is this.
he
When
low
y'all
key
gonna get
should be
him
though,
down?
because like, why you ain't jump hard at them niggas that robbed you though?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like you extra tough with this lady, but you ain't do nothing. You was on the ground before them niggas even got up to the stage.
You
You feel
you
me?
really you really pussyfoot your way out with them
Right,
peoples. You didn't. You ain't. Where was all that gusto?
right.
Where was all that gusto?
Mr.
Where was
Blaine
all
Bishop.
that?
Right.
Come on, Bishop. I
Yeah,
thought
nah,
you get it. Come on,
yeah,
Bishop.
he was out of control for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Very out of control. And my question is this: how? First of all, who is they under? Who is he under? Who appointed him to bishop? Cause no, for real though. The reason why I'm bringing that up, cause a lot of people don't understand the office, these office and these protocols of different offices in ministry.
Okay.
You gotta be every level of ministry from just minister to pastor to apostle to evangelist, to prophet to prophetess to even bishop or superintendent. All of these positions, you got to be, you pretty much, somebody got to vouch for you.
Right.
So your behavior is not only a shows on your character, but it also knock out who appointed you there. So I
Hmm.
want to know who is he under that appointed him to bishop with this type of behavior. And he been doing too much already. He was already in a lawsuit with scamming people out of $900,000 pyramid scheme.
Okay.
And another thing, yeah, and another thing, I'm trying to figure out um how in the whole in hell that you got this storefront church, but you got all that stuff on and driving that kind of car
You know
with
why?
only 12 members.
Let me tell you why. Because he's a charismatic and intelligent leader. Now, if your church is losing money, matter of fact, Chicago, if your storefront is losing money, call Pat Bishop Bling Bling. He gonna set you up. Now he may punch somebody in the pussy. He may set a
Stop!
fire. He may even get
Stop!
himself shot. But you gonna get views. You gonna get views. You gonna get likes. Your congregation gonna blow up. Bet money.
We gonna
That's why they hired
we
him.
gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about this as a subject.
Hell, I want to hire him
This
for our PR team. Now look. We didn't know who that guy was, did we? Now we know who he
no,
is. Now he got a name.
no,
So he did his job. Shum Shumalalaya.
I quit. I quit.
He did what he's supposed
Anything
to do.
else?
Hey, look, that's all it takes.
I quit. See.
Nope. We moving right along. You know.
Mm. What else you got? What else you got? Because
Um yeah, I was looking at Orlando Brown. Oh, so Orlando Brown is making music. He sounds like, well, he been making music, but like he's got stuff that's low key trending on TikTok. It kind of sucks. But it sounds like a bootleg Jordan Lucas to me. Like I just get that kind of energy off him.
the shade.
Chingy has a new song out,
Who?
right? Chingy.
What, nigga, when?
It came out a minute ago. So yeah, that's a thing.
I didn't hear nothing from him since Gigolo right there. Early
No,
2000s.
no. Chingy got a new joint. It's called what's it called? Don't blame me or something like that.
See, we're going to have to listen to this sound and
Yep, can't blame me. My Chingy. It's terrible. It's trash. But it's Chingy, right? So for all of us that are old enough to remember Jabot jeans that said Meritate Jabot on the legs, pull them out if you still got them. If you dust off that pelly, we back.
ah!
We
Ah!
might come. We might have a comeback on our hands.
Oh my god! Not you said dust off the pelly. Oh.
Dust off that old Averex, and let's get it.
Devontae, you still got some pelly.
Man, I ain't had that jacket. I don't know how long. That jacket been gone. My pelly been gone.
You got some jabots. You got some jabots.
They been gone. I
Good.
move on. I don't hold on to old trends like that.
You got the fresh air ones,
I ain't
white,
got
fresh
no,
white air ones.
ain't no Everex in my closet. Ain't no more Davucci's. Ain't no more none of that. I ain't no.
Not the Jesus.
Come on now. I don't have none of that. I let that stuff go, 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 go.
Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
feel like you on crack if you still rocking that shit. That's just my personal opinion. You either on crack or you've been in jail for a long time, and now you back, and that's the only time it's socially acceptable. That's just my opinion.
Well, we're gonna have a lot of them anyway.
hmm
Oh God, this gonna be interesting. I gotta listen to this song and be like, sir.
You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad. I mean, but it is what it is. I mean,
Now,
like,
when you say it's trash, is it trash like, he could have did better,
I
or
mean,
bless his heart, trash?
it's Chingy. Let's examine this for a second. Chingy wasn't no genius, no motherfucker. Like he wasn't no pioneer in the game.
Ah!
He didn't reshape the culture in no significant way. He gave us right there and one call away. So I mean, I'm not surprised you didn't hear that this song came out,
Well,
right?
well,
And to be
well,
honest with you,
okay.
I will go a step further to say this is a bad time for dudes in hip hop anyway.
Why you
Believe it
say
or
that?
not, the ladies are running and killing hip hop right now. Like
This
straight
true.
up. Like, look, Glorilla. I have my thoughts about Glorilla. Okay, I'm gonna keep it to myself. But she's killing the game. She's killing it. Just got a joint with Cardi B. She's killing it. She put
Hmm.
FNF on the map, and it's been a rap ever since she got a career. Look at
Yeah,
Megan. Look at Queen Key. Look at Rennie Rucci. I mean, like the list goes on and on. Like it's just a bad time for dudes in hip hop, in my opinion. Now,
but I mean, we've seen this cycle before where the women was banging, coming out banging with stuff. In the '90s with Foxy Brown and Lil Kim and the Brat
mhm.
and Queen Latifah and Lady of Rage, all of them, and then while we rolling with them, the brothers come back even stronger. So can that happen again?
And that's good.
Miss
I put
Elliott.
you like this. That's good. It's good in the sense of one, it creates balance in our culture. There should always be a masculine and a feminine. Always. That is the to me, that is the basis of the universe. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? But at the same time, I can't like I can listen to these songs in private, but I can't really listen to them in my car where the real sound system is because I don't want to hear. I ain't finna be riding and motherfuckers talking about doing dicks and popping and all this kind of nastiness. Like, no, I'm not. That's a little weird, but
But
like I'm not doing that in my car. But in the crib, I'm like, wow, this shit go hard. You feel me? And it's just a good time for ladies in hip hop, just in general. It just is.
and plus the ladies been coming out swinging really hard.
I'm saying.
FNF,
I mean,
wow, Megan Thee Stallion just coming out swinging, just throwing
oh,
bows.
she's a business. But so did you hear she fucking their fist that the baby claims that they've been smashing.
I thought she was with somebody else.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. You know what
Well,
I'm saying? But yeah, the baby claimed he smashed Megan. Nia Long got cheated on. It's just the Twilight Zone out here. It's the Twilight Zone. You feel me? Who cheats on Nia Long though? Like I understand, I seen the lady he cheated with, but
who cheats
still,
on Halle Berry? Who cheats on Beyonce?
mm, I don't know. They way over my pay grade. I would never cheat on none of them. Not a one of them. Straight up. I wouldn't even
I'm
tell niggas I was dating somebody that bad. Keep it that to myself.
like, you with somebody? Nope.
No, I'm gonna claim you, but I'm just not gonna be like putting you out there because I'm more of a private person with that anyway.
But like,
But
how the
like
relationship going? Good, no matter
that's
what.
all you need to
Good,
know, right? You don't need no pictures. You don't need to know what we
good.
did. None of that. I'm good. I'm happy. That's all you get. You feel me?
Yeah. Yo, before we go any further, let me put this out here real quick, before we get into it, because we moving like how we moving and everything, and I don't want to forget it at all. Yo, this show, for one, actually this whole season, um, it is dedicated to my mother. For those who've been rocking with us, you've been on here and I will pop up like a comment like this real quick, and it will be Michelle Owens, and we got that's to Mad Hatters, to Red Line, to Mountain Queens Court. That's Mama Dupes and everything. So she'll have her opinion and everything. Well, if you have not known or you did not see the announcement in our on our page and everything, Mama Dukes have passed away 3 weeks ago. I have been updating a lot of people about with her health um, going up and down, and unfortunately, we lost our mother. So this season of Mad Hatters and Red Line Podcast and Madam Queen's Court Open Mic is dedicated to my mother. So rest in peace, Michelle Owens. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Devontae, you got anything else to say about my mama? Keep it brief,
R.I.P.
because you
Yup.
know me.
Yeah. No, I mean that was like she was super supportive and super cool, super funny. You
Hmm.
know. So yeah, man, she will definitely be missed.
Very much so. So, shout out to my mother. Rest in peace. Um, we love you, man. We miss you like crazy and everything. And thank y'all all for praying and all of your condolences and everything. So, love y'all. Also, this show and all seasons and everything. This show, Mad Hatters, is brought to you by Amani Queen for the body and for the mind. That's my skincare line. As well as Confidence Hair and Beard Oil. That's my husband's. Yeah, I got remarried over the break. I am off the market. Yay. Whoop de doo. That's his line. His for hair and beard oil for fellas, and the hair oil for the ladies. We're coming out with more products coming out soon. And also we are Confidence and Imani Queen is proud to announce something. So I'm about to show it up in a few minutes, few seconds. So right quick, get it. I'm being a proud business owner and mama at the same time. Yo, so what that mean? What that mean is this: our daughter, and I think this is everybody, baby, right here. Our daughter is coming out with her own vegan, non-toxic lip gloss and nail polish line called
Ah,
Princess Vanity. Yes, It is going to be debuting in November. Actual date is November 26th. So yeah, I'm super excited. She's super excited. Our daughter is 9 years old and
mm.
coming out with her own line.
Come
Yes.
on now. Come on now. Say that one more time. Come
nine
on now.
years old with her own toxic free, vegan, natural nail polish and lip gloss line for girls ages 6 through 18. So
Mm,
yeah,
mm.
yeah, I'm
That's good.
excited.
That's good.
Debuting
That's good.
debuting November 26th. We're gonna have more details along the way of where y'all can get it, because we're going to be at an event where y'all can pick up this wonderful, wonderful line. We are putting it all together again. You should see her now, Devontae. I tell you, she out here talking about, I like this color with this color, and we mixed it. Ta da! There you
There
go.
we go.
She over here making magic, and I'm here for it. So not only that, the show is also brought to you by, oh, I've been knowing this sister for a while, but recently she had came to me and was like, hey, I would love it if you can and promote and help me promote my business. Her name is Epony Farr. I have in the comments, I have tagged her in here, and her business is called That Hoodoo Chick. I am wearing, as of right now, yeah,
Okay.
we gonna talk about it. I am wearing some of her products. This the Evil Eye and Hand of Protection earrings and
Mm,
her Oya bracelet. So if y'all want to shop with her, her name on Facebook is Epony Farr. That I have her tagged in the comments. She does spiritual jewelry, waist beads, ladies, waist
mm.
beads. We're gonna get into that and everything. I'm actually thinking about having her on one Saturday and explain the significance of all of this. Spiritual jewelry, race beads, Orisha beads, rituals, lessons, card divination, you anything, everything spiritual. This is the got it going on.
Yo, I
So
definitely like that the spiritual beads thing. That's low key dope. You know what I mean? To have
this is right here.
like a positive energy, little talisman or something. That's cool.
Hmm. This is it. So y'all, I love it. I love it. I love it. I got a lot of friends that does this as well. So I'm gonna be promoting them too. But tonight and for a while, we're gonna be promoting her too. So I'm putting it up here of where you can get in touch with her on all social media. She is going by that hoodoo chick. Yes, he is on TikTok under that as well. Under that as well. So hit up. She got videos of where hoodoo is in the Bible.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And a lot of stuff that us as African Americans, that we have been doing in our family as tradition, and then no, it's hoodoo. So this is where you can get in contact with her. She has an Etsy store that sells all her products and everything. It is beautiful, amazing. So hit up, support this sister. These are very wonderful quality, quality. I'm trying to make sure I got it right. Quality products. It is amazing, amazing. I hope y'all can see it real good and everything. Amazing. I love it. This is my favorite piece. I'm wearing this tonight. I got Oya. I got one for abundance and positivity, all of that. I love it, man. So y'all check her out. Y'all support her and everything. Okay, hit
Yeah,
her
man. I
up,
might have to holler at your girl. Straight up.
holler at her. This is
Yeah.
amazing. Any lessons, any rituals, everything. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, because you'll be quite surprised of how much you've been doing this your entire life. Okay. Mhm,
hmm
mhm. All
hmm
right.
and I
This
just
is
I got a bad habit of hollering at ghetto chicks anyway, so I might have to get a couple of them a little woo 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 beads, for them.
what you said. Woo 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 bees.
Yeah, a ruru, the ruru, the spiritual crystals. I might. Sometimes
Orisha
women
bees.
they need
Spiritual
healing,
bees.
so I'm put me
Careful
down for some
now.
bags of healing. You
Look,
know,
careful now. Careful now. Be careful. Cause look, you be like, they the ghetto chick, but trust me, we know some stuff.
Right. I pray for Hillary. I get her the Hillary thing and then get hit by a car.
Nah, more like, oh, I'm gonna give you this and everything. This is for serenity and positivity, or especially waist beads, baby. She put that
mm,
thing on you, you gonna be sitting up there like August Alsina with Jada.
no. Oh no. I don't want none of that. No, no. Oh, you messed up now. You
Careful
know.
now. That's why I said careful now.
Careful what you wish for. Fair
Careful
enough.
who you get at too. That's it. This for you. Wait a minute. Mm-mm.
Right.
You gonna be sitting up there like I love her. I love.
I
I
don't know
love.
what happened.
Dude, what happened? I'm getting married tomorrow. How long you been with her? 2 months.
It was a strong 2 months.
This has been strong. That's forever. 60 days is a long time. I'ma just all I'm gonna do is look at you like this.
Right. Right. That's the Arusha bees talking.
That's them spiritual bees, the Risha bees, and all that. Hit her up, learn everything. It is amazing. Okay, so shout out to my girl Ipanifar. Check out her business. It is amazing, 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 amazing. So yeah, yeah, can't wait for this. Um, with that being said, oh God, let us get into this. This gonna be interesting right here. Tonight we are going to be talking about the Safety Act in Illinois that is going to be in effect in January. Now, there have been some misinformation. They called it the Purge Law, which what it is not that at all. Governor Pritzker signed the act into law actually last year. And what it does, just to give y'all information, quick summary of it, because I wrote it down, I got my notes. It is taking out the cash bail across Illinois. So what that means is that a person can only be detained in pretrial confinement when prosecutors prove to a judge that the defendant is a flight risk or opposes a specific real and present threat to any person or the community. Okay? So y'all can't get out on bail.
Well, so there's a couple things to that. Well, no, go ahead and go through the list because there's more to that than just the cash bail thing. People are zooming in on that. You feel me?
Okay. Also, like I said, it's addressing how with how the bill with bill how there are so many people that are detained and they're going years without a trial because and they are stuck in jail because they couldn't afford bail at all. So I guess it's just like demolishing that and abolishing that up getting that out of the way and everything. So it won't be an issue of whether you have it or not. If you have the money, you up out of here. If and it deal with low level or misdemeanors arrest. Now felonies, that's your ass. Pretty much that's your ass. Felonies, you in there. But only the misdemeanors and the low level arrests or nonviolent actions that are misdemeanors. Um, you won't have to worry about um, being in jail because you cannot afford your bail or your family can't bail you out. It won't be a discrepancy on that. Also, like I said, with prosecutors, it is with the bail being out of the question, it puts it in put the ball in the hands of the prosecutors, whether they can determine whether you are a public threat. So this is the information. Okay. This is the information. What I do have, and I'm gonna share this right quick, Devontae, before you get it, because your face is saying a whole lot.
I'm
Um,
ready.
It's saying a whole lot. Before we get into our commentaries, I'm researching this and I rolled across what Roland Martin was saying about it. So we don't own the rights to this, but what we are doing is what we are
Yo, Queen, are you there? You're breaking up something serious. Okay, well, it looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. In the meanwhile, let me tell you why you people are crazy for thinking that this thing is really going to turn out being a purge. First and foremost, yeah, that's not going to happen. There's way too much money in Illinois for anything like a purge law to actually occur. That's just common sense. Secondly, and most importantly, let's look at the other side of that coin and let's think about how, at least from my knowledge of the law and history, I haven't seen very many laws that have worked out in black folks' favor. You know, so if that door swings where there's no cash bail, that door also may swing in a way where anybody that might have had any type of violent crimes ever in their past, now you finish. Even if your offense that you in there now for ain't violent, you might be sitting up in jail, right? Flight risk, that could be anybody with a cop. You feel me? Like that, the way the law is written and how it's applied to us has always been an issue. So for anyone to say, "Oh, they're getting rid of the cash bail system," it could always be a blessing or a curse, depending on how it's applied. And I think a lot of people know that. And I think that the real reason why there's so much hoopla and so much fussing about this Safety Act is because it does other things. There's more than just that rolled up in that packet. Ah, there we
Hi.
are. Hey,
Hi. Alrighty. I had to switch over to my phone because we got a little bit of yeah, and this is interesting. But oh God, see how we gonna do this? I can still do it. Great. Whoo. Okay. So sorry for that interruption. Right quick. Fill me in on what we're doing. My whole internet just went out. This
you
is
know, it
interesting.
happens. It's happened to all of us at some point. You feel me? And it's
Always.
funny how that works. It's usually when it's like some deep conversation. You feel me?
It go and cut. Anyway,
I don't
but
know if that's your FBI agent or mine, but somebody on their shit. Somebody's doing their job.
somebody is on here. Okay. Yo, but with that being said, I had my video posted up and everything, and now the internet out. Oh, this sucks. But let's go into our commentaries with the information that we have and everything. Should we trust this?
No, I was just saying to the people right now. I don't. I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say that historically, the laws that have been written in in this country don't work out for black folks. They
It
just don't.
don't.
For people
It
of color, they just don't. I also brought up the example that when we use those two basic standards, which is are you a flight risk or are you going to pose a danger or a threat to society, you could argue that anybody that has ever had a violent background at all of any type is now
a
a
flight
danger,
risk.
a danger to society, right? Which
Mhm.
by that definition automatically says you finna be sitting up in there, even if what you did in even if what you did in this particular moment isn't violent, right?
Mhm.
Anybody with a car, anybody with a certain amount of money could be considered a flight risk, right?
Mhm.
So that is really ultimately still the discretion of the prosecutor, right? And if the prosecutor is always going to go hard on you and his job is to paint you in the worst light he can imagine, well, it could mean that this law that they try to tell us to be afraid of because it's going to let people free might do the opposite effect and lock more black people up than the 90s with the three strikes joint, because they sold that as a solvent, a solution too, right? But I digress, and I'm not trying to rant here, but let's look at some of the other things that are my criminal, my not criminal, but conspiracy theorist mindset, right? Let's look at the other reasons why Will County and Springfield and all these places are so freaked out about this law. Let's look at some of the other things that the Safety Act does effective January 1st. Mandates use of force reporting to the FBI National Use of Force Database. Creates statewide decertification process for officers.
Mm,
Right? Right. That's the part that makes me
mm.
feel like, oh, it makes it a class 3 felony for create stricter body camera regulations and a class 3 felony for clear and willful attempts to obstruct justice. And on and on and on. So the same people that are making it seem in public like, oh, this is a terrible idea. This is terrible. How could you do this? Well, when you read and actually find out what's going on, and that's according to the Illinois Criminal Justice Information website, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, they put these fear campaigns out here against this law. Why? It's not about a purge. I think it's about having laws that are starting to create more accountability against crooked cops.
But is it gonna work?
And that's another application.
Is it gonna work?
I
I
mean,
don't think that's one thing for me. Looking up with this research and looking up this research about this, and I'm like, okay, how is this gonna hold up with a long-standing tradition of crooked cops, especially in Illinois?
well,
They
we know the system corrupt here.
they can pull us over for a traffic stop, and all of a sudden we got 50 pounds of cocaine in our back seat,
And
in
that's
our
true.
baby seat, out of blue. Is this going to work? Is this going to? Is this the best reform for the judicial system for us? I don't think so.
Well, I say this. Um, it's one of those things where it feels like it's either swinging all one way. First of all, I'm just going to go on record as saying that policymakers in the United States have always made it a point to completely miss and ignore the mark when it comes to policy making that applies to people of color. Period. They intentionally, that's just my opinion, they intentionally missed the mark, right? So when you say how is that going to work and is it going to work, you know, the three strike law was supposed to work and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Locked up a bunch of people of color,
That's it.
so the word work, does it work, is relative, right? It depends on your
Mm-hmm.
goal.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then also they're notorious for not only seeing over years, over decades, seeing how terrible of an effect these laws have, but then they turn around and double down on the same mistakes. They don't fix them. They don't go back and look at these people that are now incarcerated and say, well, let's adjust these sentences. They don't do that,
No, not at
right?
all.
So we should be leery of any new laws, and we should, as especially people of color, we should concern ourselves with trying to figure out how to understand any new law that directly affects us and how that could possibly be applied. Now, I ain't saying you got to be a lawyer, but it should be. You should think about it. At least think about it.
Really, you should think about it. That's why I'm like, I don't think this is a victory. oh, because you don't have the money for bail, let's just take out the cash bail part. So if it's a low level offense or arrest or a misdemeanor, y'all won't have to sit up in jail waiting trial. Anything can happen. And from the history of our judicial system, your low level offense within a matter of a few hours will become a felony.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's their job. Their job is to look at your
Trespassing.
background and their job.
Trespassing. Thank you. Trespassing. Even if you don't have a arrest history and you just a person of color. Trespassing will turn into attempted murder or aggravated assault or battery, robbery with an armed weapon. And all
It could
you've been doing
be
was,
aggravated stalking,
thank you.
class three, you know.
It will turn. That's why I'm like, I don't think this is a win at all. I don't think it is. I don't
But
think this is a good turn or a good direction that we're heading into, a progression into the right way of a reform for our judicial system. No,
well,
because it
I'll tell
still
you what,
affects.
it feels similar to the 3/5 rule. Most people
Thank
are
you.
very most people kind of have an idea of what the 3/5 rule was. For those of you that don't, the 3/5 rule basically said that all slaves counted as 3/5 of a person. The reason why they came up with that compromise is because back in those days, if the slave holders holding states could count every slave as a part of how they got senators in office and representation in Congress based on population, they would have done that. So the liberal Democrats, well, back in those days, yeah, the liberal Republicans of the North uh, went out of their way to say no. Let's count them as 3/5 as a compromise, so that the northern states would have a fighting chance. Now, how do I view that? How do I compare that? Because we're taking the risk that they're going to find more reasons to lock people up and keep them in there even longer, right? Because you can't bail out now, right? We're
Hmm.
taking that in compromise, hoping that that will turn into more actionable occurrences against police officers that abuse their power and the authority that this government and this state confers onto them. You feel me?
Hmm.
Um,
Even though they're saying that, oh, the Safety Act is pretty much, we taking out bail, but we're doing this, we're putting it in the prosecutor hands so we can assure that these people come back to court when it's time for their trial. But I mean, if we put it in prosecutors' hands, they keep us in there, and the trial is set for months to maybe years from now.
oh, I mean, we know how that goes. We know how that goes. It'd be a court date once a month, once every 2, 3 months. You'll just be sitting in there. Your apartment's gone. Your job is gone.
Hmm.
You're a strain on your family now because now they got to now they got to do collect calls and put money on your books. And where's that money going? That's going right back to the same policymakers. You feel me?
Yeah.
So my argument of why don't y'all just make it illegal for these cops to stop? Why don't you find ways to write laws so cops stop beating up certain people?
Stop harassing certain
Certain
people.
people. Why are there two anti-gun campaigns going on the west side and the south side of Chicago, but we don't see any, any type of economic redevelopment in these communities that doesn't lead to gentrification?
Mm. Say that one more time.
I'm just saying,
For
because
the ones in the back.
because they try to they take they slowly they've already decided that they're gonna take the low end, right? The low end is
Mhm.
slowly building up.
and it's gentrified as hell. Yeah.
Right. That's stretching out. Areas around 47th, 49th, 45th. They're making a whole new what $4 million. No, I'm sorry, $20 million to do a bike path where the old tracks are over there by Ashland.
A bike path takes
That ain't
$20
for us.
million.
$20 million. That ain't for us. That's not in any way for us.
What kind of bike path is this?
It's right off of 47th and Loomis. It's an old
Mm-mm.
freight line. It's been long shut down, but now they're gonna turn it into a bike path, kind of like what they did up in Wicker Park / Logan Square, which is
Mm-hmm.
nice. But again, number one, that $20 million could have went a lot further on the south side than a
Bike
biking
path.
little walk path, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two, two, when you're looking at that type of redevelopment, you're already looking ahead and figuring out who your market is. They've already decided people are slow. Look around. Those areas are starting to get lighter and lighter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they will continue to
Mm-hmm.
progressively get lighter and lighter for the next 10 years. And,
Mm-hmm.
and, and if you follow social trends, if you follow Chicago trends when it comes to how neighborhoods and communities to gentrify in Chicago in particular, it usually start off black, then it go to black and brown, then it go to
Mm-hmm.
brown and white, then it go to
Mm-hmm.
white,
You're right.
or to stay brown and
Absolutely.
white.
Which kind of brown and white?
But you feel it'll be like Mexican, Hispanic, you know what I mean?
It ain't
Um,
everybody brown.
right, right. It usually turns from black to black and Hispanic. Then
Mm-hmm.
at some point it'll be Hispanic, and then Hispanic and white, and then it'll be white.
I call it beige with beige and white.
You
Then
know,
white, little white.
and not being funny. I hate to say it like this, but you could, if you don't believe in what I'm saying or what I view, how I view it, all you got to do is take a trip down, just drive down 63rd from the lakefront to Harlem,
Yep, you're
and
right.
you will see
The
quite literally
difference.
the same 63rd Street. You get up to about Western, it's all black. By the time you get to California, it's black / Hispanic. You get a
Mm-hmm.
little past California, it's mostly Hispanic. You get to
Mm-hmm.
Harlem, it's white.
White.
And you can
So,
pick
yeah.
you can pick eight not you can pick 79th Street, you can pick 63rd, you can pick the 40s, the 50s,
55th, all
you
of
know.
it. Some places up in the hundreds too. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, the hundreds, the people that live in the hunt, it's like two different worlds. You get past,
Yeah, two different worlds.
you get past Western
That's it.
California,
It is no longer black. Mm.
they got a whole metro train. You never see white folks live in the hundreds. Yeah, because they got metro rails and they ride that only.
Yep. Mm.
So I mean, it's not a rant. It's just saying be observant. All I'm saying is be observant um, to
That's
the
why I'm
environment.
saying. That's why I'm saying that I don't think. For those who wonder, keep on asking us this question of why we are leery of new laws out here, because it's not for us. It's not helping us. It's really not. This is not a progression. This is the same old bullshit.
Mhm.
Straight up, it's the same old bullshit. So nothing new. So with that being said, moving on to recent news. So recently, they just finished the service and everything. They are the Queen of England has passed away. Hmm.
Lord, that lady.
And I'm trying to be very careful with this because I ain't trying to get us canceled, but child, All I'm gonna say is first thing first, as far as social media goes and everything. Honey, ain't nobody wasting no time. As soon as they announced that she had passed away, 10 minutes later, everybody from any type of representation of any British Empire ruled country or continent hit to social media and show their elation of it. It wasn't even
Not even
uh
happy. They was elated.
they was elated.
Mm. Well, looks like we're having a little bit more technical difficulty. First of all, I want y'all to know, if y'all don't know, the vast majority of the royal monarch's authority is symbolic, right? Like they actually have a modern system like everybody else. You feel me? Like it ain't just like the king say some shit and that's it. Like that's not how this works. A lot of their authority is strictly symbolic. Old ceremonies that have dated back hundreds of years and they just kept it going and they're going to continue to keep it going, which is cool. The practice of colonization and racism, yeah, that's still a thing too. If we haven't seen that with the recent black lady that counted the family. So now that we know that racism is still alive in the British family, how I feel about that lady, fuck her. Fuck her and damn her to hell. I said it, I stand on it. Why not? I didn't see her in the streets yelling about civil rights. I didn't see her being a champion of people of color being able to get their money. I didn't see her at NATO or none of these other places speaking out about how they need to let go of Mother Africa and give her back to her people. Mm.
Not at
Fuck her.
all. All I did was announce and just reported on how people was acting, and they threw me off. I'm sick of
Just saying.
this.
They let me speak loud and clear. Fuck that lady. Straight up. But then
Nope,
again,
that's it.
to be fair, you know what? So, because I'm a realist, like we see this old frail little old lady, totally forgetting that in her 20s she would have fucked around and sicked the dog on both of us. You know what I
hmm
mean? Like just for fun.
hmm
Man, what is a nigga doing standing here? You know what I mean?
Just for the
Like
hell of it.
for the longest time, black people were not allowed in Buckingham Palace at all unless they were servitude. And you had to work hard for that. Fuck that lady. Fuck that lady.
So that's where you stand.
Yeah, that's why I've been standing. That's why I'm gonna stay standing. If I see her in the street, I'll kick her down a flight of stairs. Fuck that lady.
So what you think? How things gonna come back? Now she's gone, but we got Prince Charles and them still left.
Fuck that nigga. I don't care about him either. You know who I care about right now? First of all, there's two people that I care about right now, right? In terms of politics.
hmm
Those two people are Donald Trump and the governor slash uh, county sheriff of Texas. Those are the two funniest people in the world to me right now.
You only care about them because they entertaining, huh?
Absolutely. Like, yo, anytime you drop three, four buses, each bus carrying 50, 100 people, three, four buses to the vice president's house, her personal house,
hmm
and said, yeah, immigrants. Now what? And just watch and laugh. It's hilarious. That is the funniest shit in the world to me.
I'm done. I just can't. I can't.
They
But
right
I'm
here in
glad you
Elmore
brought up
Village.
the African countries. I was having a conversation with one of our, shout out to Ibani as well. She had brought up this. You do know some of these African countries is for the highest bidder. Period.
Absolutely. Well, you know why they're for the highest bidder? I'm gonna tell you why they're for the highest bidder. Because
Well,
of literally hundreds and hundreds of years of us being passengers in our own car.
mm-hmm.
Hundreds and hundreds of years of foreign occupation policies, total lifestyles. Like these people believe this is the way the world works for Germany to own their land,
Mm.
for Israel
Yep.
to own their land, right? And
Yep.
not just that, but those same people, those same families, and those same business interests made sure that we don't own no land here neither.
At all.
So we don't even have the economic strength here in America to go and support our brothers and sisters over there, let alone the real plan, the real big picture, which is to get our American money, our American educations, and carry ass over there and build our big ass houses with the swimming pool and the jacuzzi and the giraffes and shit.
You right.
That's the
You right.
move. Because the Koreans, not Koreans, the Chinese motherfuckers is doing it.
And I was about to ask about that. But like you think because of this, the monarch is kind of in shambles a little bit and everything. Do you think that these African countries is as much as they was like, well, we're about to fight up against the British Empire, does that leave them room to go to China, to the Chinese dynasty?
Here's the setup. China has been buying and has purchased a considerable amount of Africa. It's investing a considerable amount of in Africa, right, for more than obvious reasons, right? Um, so China and Britain are two totally different animals. They're two different monsters, and it's unfortunate that we have to face those vultures, those monsters simultaneously. But it's the same thing we have to deal with here. We have to deal with multiple monsters. That monster coming at us in multiple ways simultaneously. You know, China's just buying up the land and setting up as much infrastructure as it can so that it can prosper on our land. And Great Britain has always been prospering on our land and on our backs. Let's not forget, Great Britain is why we here,
Mm-hmm.
right? So for that one lady to pass away does it again, like I was saying earlier, the vast majority of the royal monarch family's power is symbolic,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, yeah, they have stuff they could kind of say and whatever, but that's why we have parliament. You know, that's why we have a prime minister. Replace prime minister with president. Like they
Mm-hmm.
have their system is very analogous to ours, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just have this monarch because it's kind of always been there. But they don't have any real like power like that. I mean, they have power obviously, but not like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the same way a president still got to go through Congress, they still have checkpoints even within the royal family,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that one lady dying doesn't mean a whole lot. Now, if Parliament got together and voted to say we taking Liberia, Liberia just got took.
That's it.
And
That's
that was
it.
going to happen whether that lady lived or died.
That's it. That's it. That's all. Which is a issue, and we're gonna discuss that in more details in this season. Cause yeah, I got some shit to say about that, but we're not gonna do it tonight.
No.
But no, it's coming. Oh, I'm gonna piss some folks off. It's like if you get pissed off about it, that means it's true. Anyway,
If you get pissed off about it, comment or come in and comment and say something. Give a valid reason or valid argument. Why do you feel that we're crazy or I'm crazy or she crazy? Give a reason. Don't just come out here with some emotional shit. Throw a fact out there.
throw a fact.
You know.
We'll wait for that. But with that being said, we're gonna end it out right here. Thank y'all for enjoying our season premiere. We coming back with some more topics as usual. That we gonna give a different this of perspective on, cause I can't wait till we start talking about why folks is mad about the Little Mermaid.
I know, right?
I'm just saying. But we're gonna talk about the culture of that and also how representation actually do matter until it don't when it comes to a certain type of people. We're gonna leave it right there. I am your host, Queen Alexis. You can find me on all social media, Alexis Sherelle Brown, or Queen Alexis, or TikTok, Madam Queen 90. Yeah, I'm actually getting back out there and being more vocal and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So check me out there. Tune in every Saturday here at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going and also tell your friends about us. Bring them on to the live, and we're gonna talk about some stuff. Okay, let's have this conversation. Okay, Devontae, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at just Devontae, or you can find me on Snap at just one Devontae.
All right, all right, all right. All right. So, with that being said, y'all have a wonderful night. We're going to see y'all next week. This time, same place, same energy. We here at the Mad Hatters. Much love to everybody. Mwah. And we are out.